think the Facebook gonna be announcing live. So meanwhile, hi everyone. Still announcing. So meanwhile, I can share our live to other platforms. I can see someone's already joining us. Hey guys, how are you?
We're there.
We everywhere. Okay. Share to page. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I think Facebook does a really good job announcing live. And hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I can see a few people here already.
Hi.
Hey, we don't really see who is there, so you can't give any shout outs, but you can of course just say hi to us in the comments. And also, where are you tuning in from? We are in Bali, in our beautiful home, and today is a really special day for me personally, because that it's the restart of Pleasure Conversation series that have been going on for quite a while. And my name is Eugenia Oliberti, and I'm an international pleasure and intimacy coach, and I'm a founder of the Orgasmic Queen, and I support singles in starting dating with confidence by unleashing their true desires, really connecting with their inner self and what people want more of, and their pleasure. Hence why this is a pleasure conversations.
Pleasure conversations.
Yeah, and it's such a big topic. Pleasure is such a big topic, and I could not possibly cover it on my own. This is why I've created Pleasure Conversations, where I invite experts and people like Liz, who are sharing their story with us and share their tools and what they use and what works for them, and share that with people, you know. And it's like for you guys to give you a little bit a different perspective on what is out there and what is available using different modalities. So yeah, today I have a really special friend of mine, very special guest. And it's beautiful Liz, a BLIZZfull Woman who creates a red sense, and today we're gonna have a pleasure conversation with her.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about pleasure.
Oh my god, for sure. So before we start, Liz, why don't you introduce yourself?
Alright, hi, I'm Liz. Thanks for the introduction, Eugenia. I'm also known as BLIZZfull Woman. I like a bit of bliss. I've recently started making women's circles called Red Tent, which is a monthly get together on the new moon, where we get to secret women's business only women can know. But we basically support each other to grow and develop in our times of darkness, on our life cycles through being a woman.
Incredible. And I've been to your events, and I've been speaking at your events, and I've been participating in your events, and for sure it's like very much needed circles for women to connect and reconnect. So, but I also know that it's a brand new thing, and you have been living your life in completely different way.
Yeah.
Up until not that long ago. Would you like to share a little bit about yourself and your story, and what actually inspired you to start Retentments?
Certainly. So before now, I was, for many years, I'm a sailor. And so I drive boats around, and I teach people sailing, and I do racing and teach people how to race, and actually had like a women's sailing team that we would do regattas and stuff, which was really fun. So I think like this development onto women's circles is still like on the same path I've always identified with you know, sometimes when women get together, it's just that much more fun as well. We connect in a different way, and we really support each other. We're really good at supporting each other, actually, just by being together, and it happens naturally. And so yeah, after many years of sailing, I kind of felt a bit burnt out, and I took a year off to come to Bali. I was just kind of chilling, and then it like dawned on me, and I had to do it, and I started doing it, and it's been very successful. You know, a lot of things came into place. I went to a festival here called Modern Woman Festival. You can follow that as well. And it was just a festival for women, full of like women arts and women knowledge and dancing and singing, and it was amazing. It was so good, and it was like, I'm already 35, how come I haven't experienced this before? And I feel like that's what the feeling women get when they come to a women's circle the first time is just like, that was better than I thought it would be, and I needed that, and I didn't even know that I really needed that. Like, we were really good at getting on with our lives, and then when you get it to have an opportunity like that, it's just like, oh, so good. So yeah, it's hard to explain, but this is what's brought me here. And not only do the women who come enjoy the experience, but I very much needed that too. And so by creating this, I'm serving myself as well as whoever comes.
This is like you don't know what you don't know. That's for sure, until you experience. And it's like, and it seems that, oh my god, but it's so obvious when we get together and we like on same vibe, you know, and we have similar values, and it's like, it's kind of like, well, of course we support each other. But then it's like, but when you experience the intentional environment for that kind of thing, where everything is set up in a certain way, where you feel supported and safe and free at the same time, it creates that shift inside of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit different from just like girls' night out or something, because it has that intention. Also, we're encouraged to like look within and like look at maybe not so favorable qualities, and also just feel supported to bring out to bring up the darkness. And when we share that amongst us, we realize that like, one, we're not alone. Everybody pretty much goes through this experience, and just like to like, I don't know, the admission of that is empowering. And then we have access to everyone else's experience who is a teacher to us for how we can navigate our own experiences.
What I find in these circles, like, everyone who shares, it's like shares a part of my soul.
It's so funny. It's like you said exactly. I felt that exactly.
Yeah. It's like
it really opens your heart to everybody else.
And yeah, we can be so caught up in feeling like lonely and alone in our misery sometimes, that actually we don't realize how many more people go through exactly same experiences. You know, have exactly the same thoughts, exactly the same understanding and perception, but we like, sometimes we think that we are so unique, and we are unique, but our struggles are not so unique.
Yeah. One that I find funny as well is like the shame. You know, we might feel ashamed of like feeling a certain way or acting in a certain way, and if you just like say that, everybody's like, yeah, I've done that, and then it just totally kills the shame. You're like, oh, I don't have to be embarrassed by that, or you know, yeah, everyone else has had a similar experience. So it just really like your mind creates these like ideas that this is shameful, this is bad, you shouldn't talk about this, you shouldn't be like this. And when you like let it out and you go, and everyone goes, oh yeah, me too. Yeah, you got nothing to be worried about.
No, nothing at all. But tell me, what is your favorite part of like setting up the events like that?
Oh, well, I'm enjoying like every kind of part of it. I'm enjoying creating the program, like the art itself, and I invite different sisters to come and share. So that's really fun. Like for me, I'm like just networking in a way, but like these women like come into my life, and I'm like, oh, you'd be really good, and so connecting with women like that. And then I like creating the space too, making it all pretty and flowers and cushions and comfy. And then in the space, I really enjoy the vulnerable sharing part. I find that's really like where the work is. And then you get to experience all these wonderful workshops, which are just also I don't know, informative, insightful, educational, empowering, and it's amazing to see women offering like their skills to everyone. So many people have wonderful talents, and it's nice to bring them all together.
Sure. But tell me, it's like what about specifically Red Tent events like kind of excited you, that you just thought to yourself, it's like, oh my god, I really want to like get involved with this, you know? It's like, because like there are so many women out there, they're like, they have no idea what Red Tent is, and it's like who have no idea even about their cycles, because like, let's be honest, we don't really have much education about our cycles. We just know that it's like, hey, every month you have your period.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with just deal with this kind of thing. So what actually inspired you to start the Red Tent? Like what it's like, yeah, this is exactly what like.
Yeah, well, Red Tent is a bit different to like just a women's circle any old day, because, and yeah, the whole concept behind it is just coming back in tune with the natural rhythms of like the earth and the cosmos. So like we go on the moon as women, we're on the moon because we have our monthly cycle in our body as well. And when we're living like in health and without stress and with enough rest, our cycle will go on the new moon. So still, like in the world, most women have their cycle on the new moon. So this is a time where there's darkness in the external energy, and also like our hormones are like down, and we might feel sensitive and a bit down as well. So then it's a perfect time for coming together, and when we can consciously, instead of feeling like, fuck, I can't deal with this and I have to go to work still, or you know, push on through, when we can acknowledge that no, this is just happening, this is a natural part of being a woman, and kind of flow with that, then our life is going to be so much easier. And coming together, we share these like darker times, we in tune to the insights that we get, because we're more sensitive in this time as well, more psychic. Yeah, we can just really get so much more out of the energy that's around us and within us when we like acknowledge it and tap into it and practice that.
That's so good, because like I know I've been ashamed of period for a long time. I know that there are so many women that are ashamed of their periods, that it's like source of shame. It's like, oh my god, I'm having this disgusting thing.
Yeah.
You know, where actually it is our blessing.
It is. That is one of the most amazing things too, like to celebrate your cycle. You get this, and like be nice to yourself, treat yourself, and don't push on through. Like you don't have to. You can make the time to treat yourself and be nice to yourself during this time. And how lucky is that? It's like a little mini holiday every month. We get to like, ooh, it's my cycle. Like use it as an excuse. Like give me presents, give me chocolate. Like I'm special right now. yeah, that's, I know for me, and I think a lot of women similarly, like, yeah, having a period is just a pain in the ass. Like, now you have to manage that and do what you normally do. When, yeah, a lot, just slowing down and allowing yourself to have that time is beautiful.
Oh my God, yes, I love it so much, because like we live in such a fast pace, you know, rhythm, like go, 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 do all the time, where actually the period, it's like, oh, it's so inconvenient right now, you know, I can't be like at like my 100%, I can't, you know, give like my 150% because I've got this thing, this, and I hear so much from women that how, you know, inconvenient it is, how shameful it is, how inappropriate this is, like our periods are, where actually it's exactly, it's your opportunity to slow down, it's your opportunity to tune into your body, to listen to your body, what is got to say. And you know, I speak to so many women who have like very painful periods, and ladies who's listening, and guys as well, those pains in your, like in your stomach during the period is actually unresolved offense, mostly towards men.
Yeah, it's denying it. The more that, if you do suffer from pain, the more that you can like allow that time to rest and not fight it and stop like resisting the natural flow in the body, like your pain will reduce. I'm sure of it. And also just like, yeah, not having shame around it, like honoring your blood, like get to know your blood, like you can paint with it, you can put it on your face. That stuff is full of nutrients. It's really high vibration liquid. It's like mother's milk, you know. It's like, it's that potent, full of like cells and blood and iron. It's drawn to the earth. It's yeah, it's the only blood that is given without inflicting harm. Like, it's really, really, it's the space where you can create another human being. Like, it's really special stuff. And to, yeah, kind of transform the way you think about it, instead of being like gross, that it's actually like magical. And there's a few like rituals that you can do. You come into ritual, you can, I highly recommend you use like a cup instead of tampons or pads. Then you can give it back to the earth. You can, you know, your plants, you'll see your plants flourish with it because it's so nutrient rich. You can, like, what did I do last time? Charge my crystals, like a face mask.
It's all happening. It's all happening.
Sometimes it was a little edgy at the start, I'll admit, but it's fine now, and I'm totally comfortable with it, and I'm really glad to be comfortable with it as well.
Yeah, some people, they have got a strange response to blood. Yeah.
Well, you know, and when I first tuned into blood, like when you think of blood, what comes to your mind is like something violent, right? And that's not what, I don't know, that's not attractive to me. But if I think of something sacred, like something magical, something nutritious, it really reframes how you see. This is our life force, you know. Blood, it's not gross. It's our body. It's our life.
What keeps us alive?
Yeah, it's just the violent gore that has put a horrible twist on this magic. I think it's a really magical and potent substance, and like has been maybe glorified for a reason because of its power.
But also they do a lot of rituals with the blood in black magic also. Yeah, so
because it's powerful. It's a magical potion. And like, I don't know, I don't know how much you guys followed the conspiracy theories of Corona, like the Hollywood stars drinking babies' blood and stuff. I mean, there's stories of that out there, and there's pagan rituals.
Oh, for sure.
And it's supposed to keep you looking young and
no Botox.
yeah, but when you take something, when you take blood with violence, then it's not as nice as something given freely to you every month.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, that there's the energy behind it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like how you connect with this thing. It's like either like you slit somebody or something, you know, to take that potion, or whether that's your body just like generously shared with you.
Like halal food, right? That food, like they had to kill an animal, but they like prayed, and so they kind of keeping a bit of the high vibes of the blood. But you can't beat menstrual blood for high vibration.
Yeah, and what do you think, what men need to know about menstruation? Because I'm pretty sure that there are so many guys that have no idea either how to deal with woman on her period, or like actually anything about the period.
Yeah, okay, well my number one thing with that would be, it's not gross. Like, if you're with a woman and you like, you know, see some blood, like it can get around a bit. It is not disgusting. Please don't freak out, because that's just reinforcing like shame for her, and that's the last thing what you want to do, basically. Like, be nice and nurturing to her when she's on her menstruation. Like, she's got some stuff moving through her. If you can treat her special, I don't doubt that it'll come back to you
tenfold.
Yeah, right. Like, and yeah, if you can even, like, depends how far you want to go. Like, if you want to celebrate it with her,
do that.
Yeah,
we encourage you to do that.
yeah, I mean, go with your edge, go bit by bit. But yeah, like, don't be grossed out if you see it. That's so important.
What do you think is like, because you know, there is a lot of like talks about PMS. It's like when woman is angry, let's say, it's like there is like, what, do you have a PMS, or like whatever that is? PMS, yeah.
Premenstrual syndrome, yeah. Well, that's, again, it's like our hormones are fluctuating every month. So like before our period, our hormones are going down. And I watched this video, and the way the woman described it was wonderful. She said it's like when you're all high on your hormones, you might like put up with some shit that when your hormones come down, it's like, okay, that's it. Just saying, yesterday I could put up with that because I was high, basically. And today, that's it. So it's like, it's not that you're angry now, it's that you've got the guts to speak your truth. So and also that's like, use that. Maybe there's something you got to say, and now your hormones are also backing you up to get that out and make it be said.
Oh my God, you know what? It's like, I will tell you like a funny story, right? I was talking to my ex-husband, and it's like, and that man, he has this ability to like, to push exactly the right buttons for my like Kali to come out, you know? And it was like so funny. And like we are talking, and I'm very emotional, and like, but not like in a nasty way, but like I'm very like assertive and like cut through, you know? He's like, Eugenia, are you having PMS? Are you on your period? And I was like, oh, motherfucker,
Yeah,
what do you
say
mean?
that.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm like, no. But the next thing I know, I go to the toilet
and you are on your period.
And it's like, what? 14 years later, our divorce, he still knows.
That is so funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's another tip for the guys. If she's pissed, it could just be because of another very good reason, don't blame her menstruation. Just take it.
Yeah.
So, yes, what else did I do wrong? Tell me.
How can I improve this situation? That would
Maybe you don't even need to say that. You just say, yes, I accept what you're saying. That's it.
And you know, sometimes that this is actually like, we don't need to be fixed, by the way. We just want to be heard.
Yeah, we want to vent. We need to tell you something. So listen, don't deny it, and just take it.
That will pay you dividends in pleasure.
Yeah, if that works for you, you can send me $1 million. And $1 million is too much. Just I'll take little commissions for that piece of advice.
Or depending on how much pleasure you get out of it. What about that?
Yeah, you can decide.
How would you measure pleasure?
Can I do it with sounds? Yeah, I think it's on a sound scale from to yes. Yeah, pleasure is a 10 is quite loud. And there's no question in your mind whether is that pleasure or not. No, it's clear.
You can't think. When it's pleasure, you can't think, I don't think.
No, you just know.
Yeah, you just feel. It's like takes your body over.
Yeah. Let the pleasure guide you.
Yeah, it's actually a really good guide.
Oh,
for sure.
It's the only way.
So tell me, how does this knowledge about women's moon cycles, and now assuming that men also a little bit more educated about this, you know, women's moon cycles, how can that enhance pleasure?
Well, in general, I think when you just come in more in tune with your body, then you're in tune with your pleasure as well. It's all, yeah, like the energy supports it. The energy of the environment outside and even the cosmos is supporting you. Your hormones are supporting you to be, you know, more sensitive at times, more pleasurable at times, more active at times. And yeah, as long as you're not distracted by just pushing on through no matter what your feelings are, like, because you got to do, and take a moment to just be however it is you are. Like, you don't have to change it, you don't have to do something else. And yeah, so sometimes that might be shit, and then pleasure's not really around, but when the pleasure's there, take it. It's
sacred.
Yeah.
Pleasure is sacred. We love it.
Yeah.
And actually, how much do you love pleasure on a scale 1 to 10?
Ooh.
And what is your relationship is like with pleasure? On a scale 1 to 10, with 1 being like non-existent and 10 being like mind-blowing. Yeah, please comment in the comments here. And actually, I want to give some shout-outs to people who are here with us. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's see who's watching us. I think
T.
it's T.
Hey T.
Hi. Hi Matt. Hi Gurpreet. Oh, 10 out of 10.
Boom.
Very good.
Good answer.
Amazing. So let's see who else is there. Let's see. Okay, Michael. Oops. Max. I can see Goldie, Bernice. Hi, honey. Ismail, Jana, Yetzi, Radest, Valeria, Ashian. Oh my God. Mark, Pizza, Ben. Oh my God. Avias. Oh my God, great
Wonderful
to see
people.
you guys. Thanks so much for being here with us. And let us know, do you have any questions perhaps? You know, perhaps we, Damon, perhaps we haven't covered something that is of interest to you in regards to women's cycles, or like maybe you have a question to Liz. So I would use this opportunity to actually inquire more about, because like I'm saying, there is nowhere enough education about how our bodies work, how, like, what to expect, you know, and it's like what happens, the mood swings, the everything, you know, the sensitivity. You just feel that something is not quite right, but you don't know what is it.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is what you know, your coaching is with. The pleasure is within us. It's how do you allow yourself to feel pleasure, because it's there available to you, and if you can't feel it, it's because you're blocking it. And yeah, when you can, I don't know, sometimes you have to peel back a few layers to get to that space of allowing and not being afraid to allow yourself. And yeah, I think it helps to know that there's like, the cycle supports us, our life supports us. There's support available in like women's groups, there's men's groups as well.
Right.
I have online, yeah, like tune in with Eugenia. She can help in that. But pleasure is so important. It is the divine guidance.
It's like a GPS, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Like, does this feel good or not?
Yeah.
If it feels good, keep going that way.
For sure. And you know, I have this like theory of fuck yeah theory.
That's an important theory, I know that one.
Yeah. If it feels like a fuck yeah kind of thing, then it's definitely a yes. But if it doesn't feel a fuck yeah, then it's a no. And I gotta say, it is like, it doesn't let me down ever. However, it's very easy to forget. In a moment, it's very easy to forget.
Yeah, feel burdened with decisions.
Yeah.
And forget to go, is this a fuck yeah or not?
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, maybe it isn't, you know? And now I'm thinking, but in that situation, I didn't ask myself if it's a fuck yeah or not. And you know, and this, like, it's all I find about asking the right questions to yourself that will be guiding you, because I can see that there's so much confusion in the world.
Yeah, especially when you get in your head about things, like your head's going, oh, but this, but I have to do that for this person, and this person is thinking of me, blah, blah, blah. And like, just tuning into your body, taking a deep breath, like visualizing your heart space, or like basically any other space in your body, and then seeing like what comes up, and that's probably more true.
Oh my God, for sure. I love sex magic.
Which kind of sex magic?
Well, you know, it's like when I manifest from my sexual energy and from the orgasmic energy. It's like it's like the most fun way to create.
Oh, it's so alive. I was having a bit of like energy. I was tingling today, and
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it just feels so nice, and like circulate that around, and whatever comes out of that is magic. Like,
oh my God, for sure.
The life force.
Yeah. Connect with your sexual energy, connect with your life force. Don't deny yourself in pleasure, especially when you really want it. Oh, this is Helmi there. Hi, Helmi.
Oh, Helmi. Someone had a question?
Okay, how much feelings matter when you do something with someone? Like something with someone, do you mean
you
like...
mean something sexual with someone?
Something.
I think people have different... Like, people are different. Some people like to feel really connected and have a lot of strong feelings with someone before anything kind of physical happens. And some people don't. I mean, I think like at least a little bit, like some kind of attraction is there, like on an energetic plane of existence. But yeah, I think it really depends on, you got to tune into yourself, like how do you feel?
What is most important to you? When it feels the best for you? When you do have feelings and emotions, like when you connect with another human being or when you don't. Because like, you know, and this also can change. Because like in one moment of my life in the past, like emotional connection was just not what I was looking for. It was not available to me, and I couldn't like offer that to anyone, you know, like. But in the same time, I loved pleasure. It didn't stop me from experiencing pleasure. But saying that, you know, it was different. And then as the time went by and I've learned more about myself and I understood more myself, my preferences have changed also. So I love emotional connection now.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a part inside everyone who really does like crave that like really kind of deeper bond with another person, where you feel safe, secure, that you can just like emotionally connected and like release and be however you want to be your true self, and to be held and to be loved back in a way, and like to have that intimacy when you're having sexual relations as well. So I don't think anyone would kind of say no to that. But at the same time, you have to have that all the time. Sometimes you might want to just enjoy purely physical pleasure rather than have that deep merging.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it depends on your preferences. Really, really depends on your preferences.
Oh, T wrote a question.
Yeah, let's have a look. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I can see some new people. Narendra, Tom, hi. See? Okay, let me just have a look. Where is your question? Above. So we have only one person who actually been brave enough to share how great at receiving pleasure and giving pleasure they are, and what is their relationship with pleasure. Hey, can you touch more on why it's sacred and more ways to celebrate the period?
Yes. Yes, periods are sacred.
Whee!
I mean, like what? I mean, at the most basic level, right? Like everything is sacred. And here we have every woman, half the people on the planet will bleed for a few days every month. Like just alone, that's huge. And it's like every month we have the opportunity to create a baby, essentially, which is like what a miracle. What a miracle is that? Another human life form. So that this blood is the home for the creation of new life. I don't know, alone, when you really think about that, I don't know, it kind of blows my mind a little bit.
Yeah, it's like producing another human being. It's like,
yeah,
what?
That's the craziest thing that humanity can do. And other ceremonies, like rituals to do. So yeah, my kind of favorite ones, depending how practiced you are, like handling your blood. I would think like first, it's really beautiful to like collect it, maybe water it down with some water and give it to the plants or to the garden or to the earth. So the blood has like iron in it, so it actually has got like a magnetic charge to the earth, and when it goes into the earth, it kind of like completes a cycle, you know, it's going back to life. Also like the in say Chinese medicine, that's like that's how we lose our, I think it's the qi, like so this is our life energy. So if you can recycle it in some way, like hold on to that energy a bit, you're going to be more vital and live longer, stay younger, all those kind of things. So you can even you can drink it. I would mix it with something. My friend mixed it with cacao. You can, yeah, like bathe in it, run the bath and put some in there, or like on your face, on your third eye is really good. And to do a meditation, there's like, you can tap into ancestral wisdom, like collective women power, or like the face mask. I also have some like crystals, so in my bath, give them a bath. Our other friend, she does painting mandalas. It can be really intuitive. So you can make a really like beautiful practice.
It depends how adventurous you are.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, but yeah.
Definitely, I think like maybe every time you like go to the bathroom, it's a bit difficult to do that. So like I have a little bowl and to collect a little bit, and then in the evening, like under the moon, if depending on when you're menstruating, if you've got some moon there or not.
If it's cloudy or
and you know, you can say a prayer, you can set some intentions, you can just tune into your feelings.
Wow, there is so much to do, and it's actually, yeah, I believe that Red Indians, they have like, for some reason I feel very connected, with Red Indians, and I know one of my past lives that I was Red Indian. I've seen that in a vision, and it's been like brilliant. But what happens, I believe that they've been doing like, they actually been masters of this kind of rituals and ceremonies, and honoring their blood and honoring the periods, and yeah, wow.
Yeah, I've heard like they used to, before there was pads and tampons, women would go to a red tent and they'd just sit around on some straw, and they'd just bleed out onto the ground. So that's if you can just sit there like open and just bleed out onto the grass or something, that's also really nice practice. But then they used to take the straw and like put it on the crops, because it's full of nutrients and like helps the crops grow.
It's incredible. Incredible. Liz, how people can connect with you?
Yeah, so I am BLIZZfull Woman on Facebook and Instagram. So that's probably the best way to connect with me right now. If you're a woman out there, I have a private group called Sisterhood of the Red Tent by BLIZZfull Woman, and you can join my group, and we have a platform for discussion, talking more about women's business, and sharing whatever you kind of want there. And if you're in Bali or come to Bali, come to a red tent. I want to make something online in the near future for people in the virtual world.
Do you have any idea when would that happen?
Ooh, well, I think maybe not this new moon, the next one. So maybe about a month.
So watch this space. Watch this space. It's like everything is happening. But before we complete our beautiful conversation, is there anything else you would love to share or leave our audience with today?
Yeah, I think for me it's been really valuable just to reach out and be connected with your community and the nature. There's I don't know, it sounds simple perhaps, but actually when you do it, it's really supportive. And again, like I said before, like sometimes you think, no, I'm fine, I've got this, until you actually experience some true support and encouragement, and you're like, well, that's even better. Like, yes, you can do it alone, and you can do it alone and with knowing that you're supported and loved, and that just is super nice. Super nice to experience. And when you do that, you are also, it's like you're receiving but you're giving at the same time, because if you're connecting with someone else, like they're also getting that benefit from you. And that's you know, full of purpose and meaning, and how we can start living more in line with ourselves and each other.
Yeah, you don't have to like struggle or suffer on your own. You can actually open your heart and ask for help when you need one. And it used to be the hardest thing, like for me personally, asking for help. For like, I'm an independent woman, what do you think? But now I'm like, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
And you know, you'll be surprised how many people would love to help you at any time. You know how loved and cared for and cherished you are, how special and wonderful and treasured you are. So don't deny people in your life pleasure of supporting you whenever you need to.
Well put, that's very well put. It's pleasure to be of service.
Yeah, so much pleasure to be of service.
It's pleasure to receive support.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about pleasure, right? In the end, this is
it's pleasure.
Pleasure conversations. Oh, this is a genius idea. I'm a genius. Like, oh, amazing. And yeah, I completely like agree with you and second that, you know, ask and you shall be given with pleasure, with love, with support. So yeah, and guys, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, thanks for your questions and your participations. Also, just to mention, I am Eugenia O'Liberty, and I'm an international pleasure and intimacy coach. I also run a online secret events called Secret Suppers now, and it's an invitation only. So yeah, if you're curious to find out more, you can drop me a line and I will tell you more. And also I have quite a lot of new projects coming up, like courses for men and women, how to increase pleasure and relationships and just be a better version of yourself. So if you would love to know more about that, please drop me a line. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Lots of love. Lots of pleasure.
Lots of pleasure.
Bye.